Welcome to the Sussex Football Show with me, Dean Kilford, and powered by your instant replay. Two teams that know each other well met at the Dripping Pan on Wednesday night. Lewes and Corinthian Casuals were both promoted from the Bostik League South last season. It was a tight affair until Omar Lawson burst into the box and steered his effort inside the near post to give Lewes the lead on 28 minutes. Moments later, Dome Benwin was played through, but he snatched his shot under pressure from Spencer. Smith just about got a foot on the ball to tee up Lawson. He skipped round the challenge but had too much height on his shot. Henry Wilder was then denied by Bracken after a nice passage of play from the Rooks played him into the box. With 18 minutes to go, Lewes finally got the second goal they deserved. Kieran Pament taking his time to score his first for the club. And the 3 points were sealed 5 minutes later, Smith doing brilliantly out on the right hand side to set up Deshaun Golding, who marked his first start for the club with a goal. Another 3 points for Lewes, and that sees them move to within 3 points of the top of the table with a game in hand. Worthing had suffered back-to-back defeats for the first time this season. The last thing they wanted was a trip to high-flying Tonbridge Angels. They must have been fearing the worst when James Crane slid in and caught Jared Small rather than the ball. But Reed's effort was superbly beaten away by Perntrout to spare Crane's blushes. Perntrout was again to thank as he stood tall to deny Turner. But 2 minutes before half-time, Worthing's resistance was broken. Turner sliding in to stud the ball into the top right-hand corner and give the hosts a deserved lead. The moment that changed the game came minutes into the second half. James Fawkes harshly adjudged to have blocked the ball with his arm to give Worthing a penalty. But even worse was to follow for the Tonbridge defender, as he was shown a straight red card, much to his disbelief. A resultant penalty was firmly dispatched by Crane, and Worthing were back in this game and in the ascendancy. Callum Keeley then gave Worthing the lead with 10 minutes to go. He found space between the defenders and his flick header was perfectly directed into the corner. In the dying minutes, Keeley also received his marching orders for a second yellow to make it 10 players apiece, but Worthing held on to claim a crucial 3 points and in a very strong position in the Bostik Premier League. Burgess Hill Town were looking for a positive response at home to Carshalton Athletic. The Hillians had lost their last 3 league games. And they got the perfect start when Pat Harding's long-range strike found the bottom corner just 6 minutes in. Mitch Bromage was playing in net and had to be alert to keep out this effort at his near post. Aaron Smith-Joseph had yet to score this season, and he got a slice of luck as this deflection helped loop his shot over the keeper to double Burgess Hill Town's lead. 5 minutes before half-time, he was at it again. No help needed this time. Spotting the keeper off his line, he executed a beautiful curled effort to put them 3 up. Carshalton made changes at half-time and sparked a fight back in the second half. Substitute Peter Adeniyi using the outside of his boot to guide the ball into the corner, and we had a game on. There was real belief that Carshalton could get something from this game when Jacob Mendy was allowed far too much room in the Burgess Hill box. Despite a heavy first touch, he had enough time to poke the ball under the keeper to make it 3-2. At the other end, Andre McCollin was inches away from grubbing a 4th. His effort flashed across the face of goal. And then Burgess Hill thought they should have had a penalty. The first shot was well blocked, the second appeared to be denied by Papo's left arm. That frustration then turned to relief when the linesman's flag ruled out a Carshalton equaliser. Sogbanmu were judged to be in an offside position when turning the ball into the net. So Burgess Hill Town hold on to claim a vital 3 points in a true game with 2 halves. Three Bridges have picked up in recent weeks and were looking to make it 3 wins in a row when Ramsgate came to town. Connor French has been in fine scoring form. There was nothing the defender could do on the line to prevent him from opening the scoring 5 minutes before half-time. James Shaw kept Three Bridges' lead intact with a superb save to deny Jadama from this free kick. And barely 30 seconds had gone in the second half when Three Bridges went 2 up. They won the ball back in the Ramsgate half. A clever backheel from French released Ibi Akambi, and he knocked the ball past the keeper. Connor French then grabbed his second when he reacted quickest, and Whitley's slip allowed him the time to pick his spot, and Three Bridges had a 3-goal lead. Sam Lawford got a consolation when the ball ricocheted into his path, but it was too little, too late. Three Bridges climb up to 14th in the table. Crawley Wasps entertained Chichester City ladies in the second round of the FA Cup. The Wasps almost opened the scoring from this corner. Some frantic defending and a good save denying Darcy James. Set pieces were causing Chichester all kinds of problems, and this first-time volley was brilliantly saved to deny the Wasps, who also thought they should have had a penalty when Sean Heather was bundled off the ball. The Chichester keeper was having a great day and was at it again, this time with her feet to deny Rabson. Another superb set piece finally produced a deserved goal. Kamina Webber getting to the ball first and flicking her header into the far corner. Just before half-time, Darcy James doubled the Wasps' lead, heading in from barely a yard out from another great set piece. In the second half, an almost identical corner was initially dealt with by the Chichester keeper, but Cole would have liked to have done better when the ball fell away. So the Wasps extend their fantastic run and are through to the third round of the FA Cup for the first time in their history. Coventry City await. Saltdean United have had to wait 2 weeks since their 2-1 defeat to Peacehaven and faced a tough challenge with Pagham coming to visit Hill Park. It was the visitors who came closest to opening the scoring, a vicious shot from Daniel Simmons going just over the top. A cynical challenge from Ryan Davidson gave Saltdean a free kick in a promising position, the defender just getting a yellow. The resultant free kick is definitely not one to remember for the usually reliable Curtis Gaylor. Jack Rohurst was played through and did everything right, except the finish, his shot just past the post. A free kick out on the left was curled in invitingly to the edge of the 6-yard box, where a grateful William Berry was on hand to head the ball into the net and give Saltdean the lead. Joe Gaskin was then allowed to carry the ball to the edge of the box, his dipping effort just over the bar. There was an undercurrent of needle throughout the match and it boiled over when Gaskin elbowed Doherty off the ball, the result a straight red and Pagham down to 10 men. So Saltdean hold on and the result sees the Tigers climb up to 4th in the table and above their visitors. Worthing welcomed Merstham as they look to progress in the Velocity Trophy. Samuels went close with this free kick as he had the keeper worried. At the other end, Rents got his free kick on target, but Tangara was more than equal to it. But from the resultant corner, Worthing were awarded a penalty. Aguirre was pushed in the back and the referee had no hesitation in pointing to the spot. James Crane stepped up and sent the keeper the wrong way. Worthing thought they would carry their lead through to the break, but that all changed when Harrison broke free at the back post to head the ball back across the face of goal. Tom Kavanagh was on hand to bundle the ball in. And that goal spurred on the visitors and they took control in the second half. Figueira causing mayhem in the Worthing defence as his cross shot slid home by Callum Davies. Meekums came closest to getting a goal back for Worthing, but his effort lacked the power to beat Tangara. Figueira then continued to cause problems and only a superb stop from Perntrow denied him here. He eventually got the goal his performance deserved on 81 minutes, his shot taking a slight deflection and going in off the inside of the post. Straight from the restart, he almost grabbed a second. Spotting the keeper out of position, he tried an audacious effort from distance that was well saved by Perntrow. So a second home defeat in 3 days and Worthing exit the Velocity Trophy. Merstham progress, 3-1 winners. Lewes women entertained Charlton this past Sunday. And they should have taken the lead after a good move set up Leyton Rutherford in the box, but she got her angles all wrong. It was Lewes who then had wasteful finishing to thank as Ellie Bales got past 2 challenges before skewing her effort wide. With 5 minutes to go to half-time, Charlton took the lead. Liz Ujpi supplying the finishing touch at the near post. Lewes then had Faye Baker to thank for keeping him in the game. Her outstretched leg denied stops at Charlton's second. Lewes were trying hard to get back in the game but were caught out when a low cross found Lily Agg, and she found the back of the net with a terrific strike that came off the underside of the bar. Lewes almost pulled one back from this corner, but Kempson's header was just over the top. other end, Baker made another superb reflex save to deny Charlton as they threatened to run riot. Kempson tried her luck from the edge of the area. Katie's start-up did well to watch the awkward bounce and fist it away. So Charlton Athletic prevailed 2-0 winners at the Dripping Pan. A disappointing day at the office for the Rockettes. Worthing Academy welcomed Andover Town in the NLA League Cup. Jasper Pattendon opened the scoring with a superb solo effort. He carried the ball into the box and calmly passed into the far corner. Andover were level with a free kick Sam Rents would have been proud of. The young midfielder curling a delightful effort into the top corner. But it didn't take long for Worthing to regain their lead. Josh Gould going in where it hurts to poke the ball home. In the second half, Gould was played in behind the Andover defence. He waited until the keeper committed and then slid the ball under his body to give Worthing a 2-goal lead. A beautiful back heel from Gould then set up substitute Leyton, who controlled and finished from close range. Gould then completed his hat-trick. He adjusted well before picking his spot, but Worthing 5-1 up. A poor clearance gave Skerry the ball unchallenged in the box, and he was almost embarrassed as he chipped the keeper, who was standing on his line. Skerry then doubled his tally as he had all the time in the world to round the keeper and put Worthing in 7th heaven and into the next round of the Cup. It was a Thursday evening to forget as Worthing ladies welcome Leyton Orient in the Isthmian Cup. They should have taken the lead though when a raking pass found Humphreys in the box, but she got too much on her shot and the chance went begging. Now made to pay when Lisa Holmback opened the scoring at the third attempt. Worthing got themselves level early in the second half. Humphrey in space was allowed time to pick her spot, and she did it perfectly to even the tie. Holmback though then got her second when this block shot fell kindly into her path, and she made no mistake. And moments later, Holmback completed her hat-trick. The keeper might have done better as this effort from the edge of the box went through her hands. A well-timed run by Richards beat the offside trap and she duly tapped in to make it 4. Rebecca Hurst then got in on the act when her corner floated all the way in. There was still time for Suala to add a sixth as she danced her way through the Worthing defence. So Worthing exit the Cup at the quarter-final stage on a miserable evening at the Bibby Financial Services Stadium. Whitehawk and Burgess Hill's first teams are struggling at the wrong end of the Bostik Premier League, but here was a chance to see the future of both clubs as their under-18 teams clashed at the Terrapura ground. It took just 56 seconds for the Hawks to take the lead. A flick on found Cooklin, who slid the ball home. And a minute before half-time, the Hawks were 2 up. Ryan Jackson's delivery from the left was misjudged by the keeper and ended up in the back of the net. Burgess Hill pulled a goal back 10 minutes from time. A calm, composed finish gave the Hillians a chance. And they capitalised on that just 5 minutes later. A corner from the right was firmly headed in past the Whitehawk keeper, and they were level. And an entertaining encounter swung back the way of Whitehawk when Demas rose highest at the back post to head in a last-minute winner. Sussex took on Hampshire at Culver Road, looking to continue their good run of form. They opened the scoring through Liam Brady, his shot coming off the keeper and spinning viciously into the empty net. From an almost identical spot, James Waters made it 2, spotting the keeper off his line to flick the ball over him. Hampshire made a game of it when Sussex failed to clear away this free kick, and there was nothing Taylor Seymour could do in the Sussex net. Josh Gould was then giving his marching orders after kicking out at the Hampshire defender. Sussex reduced to 10 men. But they saw out the game without too much problem, claiming the 2-1 victory. Thank you for watching the Sussex Football Show. I've been Dean Kilford, and we'll be back next week with all the best of Sussex football, powered by your instant replay.